Kelly's, 2902 Broadway, Quincy.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad, and today I have the distinct pleasure of sitting down and chatting with Mr. Bob Gough.
Damn skippy you do.
Yeah, I was debating if I should start off by singing happy birthday, but I'll just go ahead and say you're welcome for not doing that. I am a woman of many talents.
But you can't
self-proclaimed, but I cannot sing and I cannot dance. Most of the time it doesn't stop me, but...
And plus you don't have your Marilyn Monroe dress. So.
Yeah, that's true. I'll have to wear that next week. Anyway, happy birthday. To
Muddy River, yes.
This is momentous, right? So,
well, every time you hit one, I mean, even though we're only 3 years old, it seems I wrote in a column this morning, I said it seems like it's a lot longer just because many of us have just been doing this for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And we kind of spent the weekend kind of reminiscing and having a little birthday lunch with all the employees today. And again, it's special, and the community feedback and the way the community's really welcomed us with open arms in our first 3 years is really it's pretty special.
Yeah, it's outstanding, really, and I consider myself really lucky to be a part of it. One of the things you mentioned in your article, which was lovely, by the way, the kind of the best thing about it is just the feedback, the connection we have with community. And you even mentioned being at the store, the bank or somewhere, and somebody sees you and they're like, oh, you're on Muddy River. And it's not like we think we're famous, but it is good, and it's also telling when people recognize you, because that means they're paying attention, right?
Yeah, and again, I mean, and even if they, and again, 90% of the time it's good, and every once in a while it's not good, which you take the good with the bad. But we're really, again, when somebody just says, hey, I really liked what you wrote, or I really like what you're doing, it does make you feel good. And, when you come in here in the morning and you're trying to decide what's going to be the top story and what's going to go where, you really kind of what's the community going to care about the most?
Yeah. And
the nice thing about doing it today as opposed to doing it 30 years ago when I first kind of got in the business is the fact that we have the numbers, the analytics. We can find out, people really gravitate toward this story or toward this video. And, you look at that information and you can really kind of say, okay, I think they'll like this. And usually we've got 3 years of research right now. We've really got enough enough data to kind of be a good judge of what people are going to like.
Yeah, and speaking of changes, so you mentioned 30 years ago, which of course there have been, a huge evolution of the way people consume information, how we share it, even the things that we share, right? But even from 3 years ago, we at Muddy River have made so many changes just to try to make it convenient, make it easy, kind of separate what's news and what's fun and the content. And as far as a portfolio of content, I think we've got that covered, right?
Yeah, it's a nice broad spectrum of things. I mean, the sports guys do a great job, the news guys do a great job, you and Brittany do a great job with the videos, and and I think that's one of the things. When we first started the Daily Muddy, I kind of tried to make you an anchor woman, and it wasn't your forte.
It didn't fly.
You are a people person, you are very naturally curious, and you just like chatting with people about the stuff they have coming up, and that's really become the way to do this, and not just you reading a monologue or whatever. And we figured that out pretty early.
Yeah,
so.
I just wasn't good at it. I mean, it was interesting to read it, but having it on a teleprompter, which full props to people who use those, I just can't do it and speak in my normal tone and with the dialect that I just genuinely use. So I think it is better for me to be in the role that I'm in now, which is considered a host.
Yeah.
Right? Because I do get to talk to people about what they're passionate about, and that just makes it all the more awesome.
Yeah, and I think, they really come in here and you really make them comfortable because they come in here with the lights and the cameras, and a lot of times they'll say, oh, I didn't know there were cameras involved. Well, it's like, well, we do have it online all the time, and you hope you would see it.
Yeah.
But, we see our video numbers increasing, so more people are aware of it. And again, but once you start talking to them, for the most part, they really forget about the cameras and the lights, and they're just having a conversation with a nice person.
Just chatting with Ash. And I do hear that a lot. So I thank you for saying that. I love what I get to do. I love what everybody else here is doing. And I think 3 years definitely seems like it's gone by in a blink.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to see what the future holds. And 3 years or not, a birthday is something to celebrate always.
Yeah, I mean, we again in the way we've tweaked it over the last few years. Everybody has suggestions and input. We'll listen to ideas. We throw stuff against the wall to see if it sticks. And that's the nice thing about still being a startup is doing that. And everybody says, well, let's try this or let's do that. And we've done some that we stopped doing, but then we picked up some that we were like, hey, this is a great idea, and let's see if people will gravitate toward it.
Yeah. Speaking of new, I love your new little bite-sized morning bits that you do. What's it called?
The Morning Muddy. Yeah,
Morning Muddy.
That was a Jim Rapp idea.
I
It's
love
like,
it.
why don't you just kind of give them a taste of what's coming up on the side? It's like, yeah, it was a good idea, and it takes a few minutes to put out. And
Yeah. And sometimes 6 takes.
This morning was another I needed 4 takes.
It's
yeah.
Monday. I'm telling you, it's the Ashley syndrome we
No.
call it around here. Sometimes I need multiple takes, but
Usually I can just bam, but this
Yeah.
morning, because I was trying to think, because we have this really big story that David put together about the potential for a Bleefnick appeal.
Very
and
comprehensive
I was trying to
story.
figure out how to, kind of frame it and then talk about the birthday stuff and all that too.
Yeah.
So because Jim Rapp wrote a piece and then I wrote a piece and we're talking about it now. So yeah, we think it's a big deal. And again, 3 years, again, we're still in our baby stages. And Jim gave a really nice overview of kind of where we are, not only in the website, that we have on Muddy River News in our opinion section, but he also gave that same presentation to the Quincy Service Club last Friday, and everybody was real receptive to that. And then I'm speaking to a service club here in a couple weeks, so we keep going out kind of preaching our gospel and seeing if we can continue to grow those numbers.
absolutely. Yeah, I'm proud of what we've done, and I'm excited to see where the future takes us, and hope I get to celebrate many, many, many more birthdays with Muddy River News and with you.
Me too.
Okay. All right. Coming up, I sit down with Shayla and we talk goat yoga. Stay tuned.
Kelly's has been a fun place to eat and drink in Quincy since 1982. A fun and friendly atmosphere, food with flavor, homemade cinnamon rolls, and famous cheese soup, the best menu in town. Kelly's, 2902 Broadway, Quincy.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center. Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
The Tower, a great place to meet and eat. But did you know the Tower has one of the finest drink selections in our area? On Mondays and Tuesdays, stop by and pick up a single topping pizza and get Tower margaritas to go. Enjoy the Tower at home or in our dining room, bar area, or the Tower's signature climate-controlled porch. The Tower Pizza and Mexican in Quincy.
And welcome back. Joining me now, Shalia O'Dear, and we are here to talk about something really cool. How are you, Shayla?
I'm great. How are you?
Excellent. So you are, you just told me that you're new to this position, which is Blessing Nursing Alumni Association. Did I get that?
Blessing Nurses Alumni Association, but yes.
I knew I would screw it up.
You're on
Okay.
it.
So what is your title within the
President.
President?
Yes.
Okay. And as the president, you of course are bringing different events and stuff, right, to create awareness, maybe get some funding. And one of these things is on my bucket list, and that's what we're here to talk about today, and that is goat yoga.
Yes.
Yes. So do people call it Goga, or is that just something that I made up?
I think there's a place called something like that. Like
There is?
Show Me Your Goga or something
Okay,
like
cool.
that.
So
Yeah.
I didn't just pull it out. Okay. Anyway, so goat yoga has been like, it's becoming more and more popular.
Yes.
Right? I don't know why. Do you have any idea?
I don't.
Okay. I think it's just,
People love goats.
Right? People love goats. People love to smile when you're doing yoga, which is of course good for the body and the soul, and then you bring in something hilarious like a
Yes.
goat. What can go wrong?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, of course we all know that animals are animals.
Right.
Right? And one of the things, so in watching videos, I've seen the goats kind of walk around and they're just kind of free to do what they want. And goats are climbers.
They are.
Right?
Yep.
So you can expect them to climb on you.
Yep.
Yeah.
You kind of become their playground
Right?
at that point.
Yes, which is awesome. And they're not super heavy,
No, they're small.
Yeah.
They're small goats.
but I can imagine they add just a slight element of hilarity and
little bit of
adventure.
cardio.
Yeah, right? And a little extra weight. So really, really interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. So is this the first year for Quincy?
It is. I've actually never seen it around. So we were looking at different fundraisers that we could do to kind of get some awareness of our association and then get some funds kind of rolling in. We do one big banquet every year. It's our annual Alumni Association banquet, which we just had on Saturday. And so I was just trying to think of things we could do as a fundraiser. And, you have the usual music trivia, the basics, but, those are kind of saturated in the area. And I figured goat yoga is not something that we've done around here. And I have yet to do it. It's
Yeah.
on my bucket list
Yes.
too. So what
Yeah.
better way to bring it to the town?
I love it. I love it. Something new, something different. And I think even if people have done it before, they should come because I don't think any two experiences are alike.
I agree.
I would guess. So where is goat yoga taking place?
It's going to be at the Blessing-Riemann College of Nursing and Health Sciences out on 36th Street, and we're going to do it in the lawn.
Okay.
So it is a BYOYM, bring your own yoga mat.
Okay.
So that if you don't want to be in the grass, otherwise you don't need a yoga mat to participate. But
You don't.
It is open to the public.
Okay,
So
cool. And it's happening when?
this Saturday
Okay.
at 2 p.m.
Saturday. Is it the 4th?
Yes.
Okay, Saturday 4th, 2 p.m. So after the parade, go get your parade stuff
Yes.
and then come out for goat yoga. What's the cost associated with it?
So it's $30 for adults, $15 for kids.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, so kids too?
Yep.
Oh, how
Anybody,
fun.
all ages. Yep.
All ages. Okay. And then do they have to register before or they just show up or how?
Yeah, we would like them to register, which I can give you a link
Okay.
for later. But if you want to bring the money to it, you can pay then. The cost will just need to be paid before the class starts.
Gotcha. Excellent. And is there a limit to how many people can participate?
Nope, we've got plenty of lawn.
Yeah.
So got plenty of lawn and plenty of goats.
There you go. So go get your down dog on with a goat, possibly
Yes.
on your back. I love that you're bringing this to our community, and I hope everybody takes advantage of it. Now, if people just want to come and spectate, is that allowed?
Well,
No,
we'll
you
see.
have to do.
We'll
you have to
at
be.
least do a downward dog.
You
for
have to
it.
do the yoga to see the goats. Okay, I
Yes.
love it. Saturday, May 4th, 2 p.m.
Yes, ma'am.
At Blessing. What again? The-
Riemann College of Nursing and Health
Perfect.
Sciences.
All right. Thank you, Shayla.
Thank
Good
you for
luck.
having me.
Hopefully, I'll get to see you and hopefully
Yes.
get to
You
meet
gotta
some
come.
goats.
Bring the whole crew.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
All right. I think that does it for today's Daily Muddy. We'll catch you back here tomorrow for more.
Muddy River News. Our home, our news.